We're here at Solar and Storage Live in London to meet with industry figures, to understand the developments in the market, and we'll bring those insights to you. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Matt Hilton, founder and director of Brimstone Energy. Our mission is to guide homeowners and business owners through the green energy transition and save customers money on their energy bills. Most of our clients who ask for an energy ecosystem are self-confessed geeks. They all learn a tremendous amount about low temperature heating or battery storage before engaging with us. But we know that if this industry is to have a meaningful impact and bring low carbon technology to the mass market, then we must have a relentless focus on the customer experience. We must make the decarbonisation process as frictionless as possible. But when we discuss green energy projects with potential clients, the message that we hear back is that most folk are overwhelmed, and I don't blame them. A customer new to the solar and storage market walking around this exhibition hall is highly likely to be overwhelmed. If you take a walk around the XL today, where do you start? We see dozens of brands from all over the world. And to the consumer looking into low carbon energy for the first time, the information landscape is complex. There are very many options available to them. But to the customer, who will likely only ever buy solar panels once in their lifetime, how do they differentiate between panels? With electric heating, the information landscape is even more confusing. For years, major national newspapers have been peddling misinformation about heat pumps, questioning whether they really work in Britain. But this national conversation about heat pumps is crowding out other competing electric heating options. And at Brimstone Energy, we're having great success installing TEPIO's zero-emission boilers. And we think they are a great solution for houses of all shapes and sizes where heat pumps may be unsuitable for one reason or another. But the subsidy regime is threatening, as usual, to skew the market, making it really hard for firms like TEPIO to gain traction. So what to do about this? At Brimstone Energy, we are pioneering an approach we are calling the Brimstone Eco system. At its heart, this is an education-led approach to decarbonising homes in which the customer is empowered to make decisions which are suitable for them and their homes. We know that customers want to understand what their options are. They are seeking out expert opinion. However, the chances are, if they ask the engineer servicing their gas boiler what kind of replacement heating system they should get, the answer will look a lot like a combi boiler. So where do they go for in-person advice? Impartial, whole-of-market advice, not tied to a particular technology, nor locked into one brand. Brimstone Energy is seeking to provide that answer with the Brimstone Eco system. The customer will be offered a detailed home assessment. We feel that if the customer is to spend thousands of pounds on a home upgrade, there is no substitute for in-person assessments. And this isn't necessarily because the quality of the data captured is better. At its heart, this is a recognition that the customer needs to be listened to. They need their questions answered, and then they need their mind putting at ease. Communication lies at the heart of everything that we do. So there is no one-size-fits-all solution. For instance, last week I visited a flat in Cambridge where the customer had inquired about having a TEPIO zero-emission boiler installed. I arrived to find the flat absolutely boiling. So there clearly was no problem with the heating system, but there was a lack of control. This flat had underfloor electric heating. The customer was finding that the flat was too hot in the morning, and by the evening it was too cold. So the flat needed some form of evening top-up heating, which in theory was provided by some horrible panel heaters. The customer didn't need a TEPIO ZEB. So I suggested an alternative, an electric battery. This would move all of her electric consumption to the off-peak period, reducing her running costs. But earlier that same week, I'd visited a modern property in Huntingdon. This one basically had no heating system. Bedroom 2 had no heater at all. Bedroom 1, the hallway and the living space had fixed panel heaters. And the gentleman said to me he was spending up to £300 a month on electricity, but that his flat was always cold. And this is a small 2-bedroom flat, by the way. So for him, installing a wet heating system powered by a ZEB is a great option. But until we have these conversations with customers, we cannot settle on the right solution. The customers are not, cannot, and don't want to become experts in every aspect of evolving technology. It isn't the same as buying a car or a phone, where a quick read of a review is sufficient for most people, because we are dealing with people's homes, and homes are almost always different from each other, and the way that people live in their homes always varies. Some are at home all day, others are at work all day. At Brimstone Energy, we really truly believe that the ecology of the UK is in crisis. When we go for a walk in the pasture fields, we notice that there just aren't that many flies landing on the cow dung. When we wash our vehicles, we notice that there aren't that many squashed insects on the headlights. We believe in that old adage that we need to tread more lightly on the planet. These are urgent problems that need solutions right now. So what separates us from others who use some combination of pushy sales tactics, jargon-filled language, or misleading data? So it comes back to company values. Why are we in business in the first place? As the founder, almost the first action I took was to define our company values: trust, integrity, and quality, so everything that we do flows from these values. The reason we believe that the Brimstone Eco system is necessary is that decarbonising a home is a major effort. For the homeowner, it is a significant investment of time, money, and emotion. The work might be done piecemeal, as time or money allows, but it all needs to adhere to some form of master plan. We'll create this master plan, a decarbonisation roadmap. Heating, hot water, batteries, solar, insulation, ventilation. If action is taken to address one of these elements without giving sensible consideration of what's next, you'll inevitably compromise your ability to make decisions in the future. So we really want to develop deep relationships with our customers, relationships that start by us listening to the customer, understanding their motivations, answering their questions. Relationships that extend over a period of years, in which we are not only seeking to solve their immediate needs, but setting them up for ongoing success in their decarbonisation efforts. Modern technology will reduce the running costs of your home, but only if it is well installed and considered as part of a wider ecosystem. Brimstone Energy empower our customers, provide them with good quality information and professional advice. I thank you for your time.